Ever since the Sun Prairie explosion, which was caused by a subcontractor hitting a gas main, hearing about a gas leak can put us on edge.
Well, how common are they, and has anything changed in the response to those leaks? Now, a year after the explosion, Madeline O'Neill brings us those answers as part of our Sun Prairie Stronger series this week. Maddie?
Eric and Charlotte, we have the latest numbers on gas leaks from the 3 area utility companies. Now, this includes leaks on both main lines, which carry natural gas to a general area, and service lines in a distribution system, which carry gas directly to a home or business. And this can happen in situations ranging from someone nicking a line just doing work in their backyard to causing damage during a major construction project. In 2018, Alliant Energy had 105 leaks over about 4,600 miles of gas main, along with its 170,000 service lines. MG&E reports 120 leaks over 2,900 miles of gas main, along with its 126,000 service lines. We Energy had nearly 650 leaks over its more than 20,000 miles of gas main and 930,000 service lines. Now, to put that into context, we're looking at the trend of gas line hits statewide and finding out how the response to them has been affected by last July's explosion.
Your senses are a lot more alert.
Especially those who respond to the call of a gas leak.
Second and triple guessing yourself, making sure you're doing the correct procedures.
Procedures like testing the air and evacuating if need be.
It's fairly common to get gas leaks.
Especially in the summer when there's more construction.
You have a tendency to react quicker.
While gas leaks have been top of mind since the Sun Prairie explosion, does that mean they're on the rise?
The total number of strikes have increased over the last 10 years, especially over the last 5 years.
Martin Day leads the team at the Public Service Commission who inspect gas pipeline in the state, keeping track of hits on more than 40,000 miles of gas main.
You can't take for granted safety.
When people call Digger's hotline, a ticket is created. The number of gas line hits per 1,000 tickets is relatively steady since 2010. But the number of gas line hits is up in the last couple of years, along with an increase in construction work, especially in telecommunications. In 2018, nearly 1,300 gas lines were hit in the state.
We have a lot of miles of pipe in Wisconsin.
When it comes to gas lines, Day says Wisconsin is actually one of the safest states in the country.
If you look at it on a miles per pipe, we're either the top or the top 2.
In the past 10 years, Day says Wisconsin has had 5 incidents or line hits that rise to a high level, like the Sun Prairie explosion.
I live in Sun Prairie. It just raised this to a whole nother level, both in the community and throughout the state and throughout the industry. So yeah, there's no doubt that the Sun Prairie incident really raised everyone's awareness to safety.
That includes utility companies. When we asked if they've changed how they respond in the year since the explosion, We Energy's, the utility whose gas main was struck before the explosion, replied saying, "We are constantly reviewing all of our safety and response procedures and make changes and improvements when necessary." But the company won't say what, if anything, has changed since the explosion. MG&E tells us even though it was not in our service territory, we use it as another opportunity to review our processes and procedures without detailing them. However, Alliant Energy outlined its changes in a statement, saying we are being more active in notifying the Diggers Hotline Enforcement Center of these potential violations, now that the PSC has more tools to address these situations. That refers to a change in state law right before the Sun Prairie explosion, giving the PSC the ability to review natural gas-related complaints. While responding to a gas leak isn't ideal.
You still get frustrated thinking, maybe it could have been prevented.
Firefighters would rather be called for a false alarm.
That's our job.
Than the alternative.
Then to find the worst case scenario that somebody did not call and that the scenario gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you have something catastrophic happen.
The Public Service Commission is currently considering the role contractors played in the Sun Prairie explosion, with the ability to issue fines up to $25,000 per offense. This is the first case to go before them as part of a new process that went into place right before the Sun Prairie explosion, allowing Diggers Hotline to receive complaints that a panel reviews and then can send along to the PSC.
A lot of information there. Maddie O'Neill reporting tonight. Maddie, thank you so much.